Hi everyone, welcome back to KathyBudgets. If you are new here, hello, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much. We are doing cash stuffing for my week two. However, I've been to the cash point, not the bank, and we need to just kind of crack on with this really. I'm taking the opportunity to get done whilst Lara is having a little sleep. And Lee is entertained. I've started the Cash But Cute, those long pesky months challenge, and that's going quite well. Right, catch my breath. I've wiped clean my pounds for pounds challenge, and I will restart that. In the new year, I plan to start the Diet Coke detox again. I've just got to clean a load of trackers off, basically. I'm currently freezing, I have to say. I'm all out of doodah. Right, so I'm going to need to make some change anyway. I know that. Let's get started. So fuel, I am only going to put nothing in it because I paid for it on card last week and did a full tank. So yeah, I'm kind of rolling with it. Some of it's been payment by card. I'm all over the place. I need to sit down and sort it all out, but we'll just crack on for the time being. So I need to make some change first. I know some of these have got £5 notes in them. Right, let's go raiding. Don't think there's not much in there now because I've just emptied it. Right. 10, 20, 30, 40. We'll see how we get on. If I need to get some more out, we'll get some more out. Right. That's £40 back in. Oh dear. Oh, I am so cold today. Right. Okay, so now we've got some £5 notes, so that should be helpful. Food, I think I'm just going to put 20 in there for now. Like I say, some I've done digitally. I just need to sit down and work myself out properly. Making memories is getting £10 this week. I haven't cashed up for last week, so and there's not a lot in here at the minute because actually I've taken some out. So the girls are going to do a Christmas bauble photo shoot thing, and what else did I spend on? Oh, we went to Chessington for the day, so took 50 quid out for that as well. So right, what am I doing? I'm putting £10 in, aren't I? Right, so let's do it that way, and I know I've got 4 or 5s I can raise from there if I need to. Right, so because I can't be bothered to clean off the tracker and start again, I'm so lazy, I'm just going to mark this off. Oh, hold on, I've got a black Sharpie there. Oh. Right, so if I put, that's now 20 that I owe to get that back. This is just to get the tracker back straight, and then I can chuck that away after. Hair and Beauty is getting skipped. Train tickets is getting skipped. Cars getting skipped. Renewals is getting skipped. Holidays is getting £100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Is that right? Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 100. Oh. So I am pre-recording this. We are currently on a Wednesday. Just because Lee is off school because there's been so much sickness through the school, so we're taking preventative measures because she's vulnerable. I've moved and Lara's asleep, so I'm just trying to get stuff done while I can. I don't know if she'll be in school tomorrow or not. I'm waiting for the head teacher to email me. I've taken the miscellaneous money out of here because if you remember from Tuesday's video, miscellaneous is now going to become emergency fund on my winter minis. So I swapped that over. So that's why that's in there. And then miscellaneous is getting skipped. Time for us is skipped this week, and oh no, it's not. It's getting 25. Actually, right. Let's start this. So there's £25 allocated. I might not put it all in. We shall see. Right, this is from Jules at Scottish Highland on a budget. I've had it for ages. Let's have a look. What's that one? 10. Okay. I've wanted to do it for ages as well, so. Right, we've got £25 to play with on this challenge. And I might actually move this into, oops, I'm going to move it into the, I like to keep a lot of the Jules ones in the cow binder because they're all hers, but I might have to move it into the other binder to make sense. Let's clean that off a minute. Right, sort of cleaned. Let's take it out of there. Okay. And pop it with this one, which did have the cash but keep one in it, but we'll just start that again when we've done this one, I guess. I'm just going to clean them all off because I used that money because we went to, where did we go? We went out somewhere. So I spent. I think I had £70 at that point. We spent it. Whatever it was, we spent it. Right, clean that later. That's 10. Let's do this one. It's 75 in total. So what do you reckon Jules has done? So 10, that's 65 left. 65 between 4. Ooh. I don't do IOUs. Oh God, what's this? 20. Okay, well it looks like we'll be putting 30 quid in today instead of 25. But it's fine. Doesn't matter. Like I say, I've got to rejig everything anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right. Oh, gold. Dropped me D for her. Right, let's try this fever again. I don't know why it's not working so well. Right, there we go. That's better. And I'll pop that into there. And we'll put 30 quid in here. Alright, that's that done. Oh, I'm going to do a vinyl that says time for us on there, so you can use whatever track with them. 1 week ahead only gets funded from currently the Tiny Tuesdays, but that's fine. So that's that binder done. Then what have we got next? Green binder. Oops. Okay, so eating out is getting 10. I've taken my tracker. I've taken a lot of the trackers out here to wipe off and redo. Right, we've got a 10. We've got an Indian one. Oh, I love Indian. Oh, right, living heck, I'm cold. I'm so cold. I have put my heating on. Right, so we'll have chicken tikka masala and an onion bhaji. Really? Yuck. And an onion bhaji. I've got loads of trackers to clean off later. I'm sure my hands will end up in a much worse state. Right, so that is £10 going into eating out. That's nice. What's that one? Oh, that's the one ready to go. Okay. Right. Home is getting skipped. Utilities. Right, I didn't cash stuff last week, so all 3 of them are going to get a tenner this week. Because I was just rubbish. Oh, right. So let's just do that. Each of these gets £10 this week. And then I'll go through and work out what I've done and what I haven't later on. water, before I forget. So the reason that I still can't tell you my news is because I am pre-recording this and it is Wednesday. But hopefully, fingers crossed everybody, by next week I will be able to tell you everything. Well, maybe not everything, because, you know, this is YouTube and clearly I'm not going to spill everything. But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to finally being able to tell you guys, because it will make such a difference to what I'm doing challenges wise, binders wise, etc. next year. I'm not doing a different binder setup for my sinking funds, but there is going to be additional stuff coming in terms of like challenges and where money's going to and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I might do a separate kind of video on that bit of news and my goals and things for next year. I had done my goals, but then this thing started and I kind of need to reassess them really already, which is, I'm not complaining, it's an amazing thing. So, and no, I didn't win the lottery. Right, so £10 for that. Now I've got a load of fives and I feel like I've got not a lot left to do. Right. Christmas cash wise, I am not going to stuff this week. Or for last week, purely because I have done a little bit on my card. Not loads, but probably about 20 quid's worth. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. Right, while that's drying, I'll put this one away. So yeah, I know a lot of the American channels do set, I know like Donna does, and she's amazing, don't get me wrong, do save to sink. Unfortunately, I could not cope with not knowing that my bills were covered straight off. So that's why I do mine kind of sinking funds first and challenges with whatever's left, which is normally not very much. But I know I use a lot of my challenges as trackers rather than challenges as such. These are, again, my water bill did increase a little bit. They wanted to put it up by like £2 a month. I put it up so it was like around £5 again. So that, you know, it's always kind of overpaid. There's always going to be some money sitting on that account that they shouldn't be needing to take off me. My gas and electric are currently very much so in credit. So again, this is just like what I did for part of last year, where I got the £200 for each one. It is going to be reused for something else. I'm not even going to lie. Water will be next week. So yeah, I mean, either way, it's money that's saved. So, you know, ultimately, I'm kind of doing this again as a little bit of a backup. Appliances is going to start getting funded a little bit from the Tiny Tuesdays for my winter setup. Health is getting 15. Obviously at the moment, like I said, I'm using this for Lars private OT. I don't even know what's in here at the moment. I know I'll be getting another bill soon. I've already spent £150 on 2 sessions. So we've got, oops, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. I know I'm going to have £150 come out of that again, or be invoiced for £150 again some point soon. Like I said, Christmas I'm not going to do, but I have done my 2025 Christmas. Each one of these is £25, so that's now got £100 in it. I transferred that over the other day. This is just some tat I made. And yeah, I don't know why there's £4 in Christmas. That's a bit random. I'm going to take that out. on that one. Not sure. Right, what else have I got to do? That's the wrong week, Emily. Right, Happy Mail. I've got £5 to go into. That's that for that binder. So I've got a Christmas challenge on the go, guys, so that's why Christmas is just looking a bit shifted around. Okay, the giving one, just because we've opened it and it's fallen on this. I completed this. It's by Lisa Grateful Me. It's say £50. I went to the works, and usually they have their toys on like 1 for £7, 2 for £12, 3 for £15. Because of Black Friday, they were doing 3 for £12. So I spent £48 on toys. So the kids have got decent presents. And then £2 was spent on a big bag to zip it all up in a take-up hospital. And so we took those up and donated them to the children's ward on Monday. And the play team were extremely grateful, but that's not why I did it. I did it to give back because we have spent a Christmas in hospital, and yeah, sometimes you just need to give back. Okay, Happy Mail. I don't want to keep wiping them off and putting them back on. Right, let's just put what I'm putting into it. £5. Let's just put £5 in and I'll sort it out. It never seems to get full, this blooming tracker. Right, then what have I got left? I have got the kids. Okay, so I'm not going to put the £5 in for DS for Gosh this week, I don't think, because we've literally just come off the back of an appointment, and I need to wipe it clean, and I think that was that one, yeah. So yeah, I need to wipe it clean, and we haven't got another appointment till May, so that for the next couple of weeks I'll probably just leave that for a little minute. So DS group is getting what have we got left? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Right, let's just do the £15 back into here. That's last week's 5. Or last week's 10 and this week's 5. Right, so that's that. So now that tracker is back up to date, which is great. So next week when I put £10 in, that will complete that leaf, and then we can start working on the middle ones. So that's cool. Right, that is gone. Got £15 left. I want to get a bit more going on the preschool fees. So £15. It's just nicked all my money. Okay, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Let's get that cleaned off. Okay, so this challenge is just literally a little boost for the preschool fees, because we're going to have to pay for the first half term that La goes to preschool, because the funding works so that she'll get 15 hours free funding once she start, like, the funding doesn't kick in until the term after they turn 2, but she so desperately needs to go. She's been ready for at least a year. And I put a tenner in the other day, played this challenge. So that's all good. Yeah. So we've done, I think it was Mercury and Venus. And this is from Sherry-Ann at Essex Cash Stuffing. And I just wanted to use it just as a, you know, a little bit of extra. What is, it's the 27th today, isn't it? 27th of November, 24, mystery, space, savings. have no idea what's under any of those, by the way, which is why I was like, what, 15 quid, it's taken all my money. I don't even know what the total is. So, but it's given it a little boost, hasn't it? So we've now got 135 in preschool fees. So, preschool. Yeah, where's this one? I made all these little wallets myself, so if you start seeing them like coming apart or anything like that, it's my dodgy workmanship. But yeah, so anyway, that's preschool fees with a little extra boost. When I do finally get to the cash point and get out some of the money to make up for last week's cash stuffing, which I missed, I will put in the 20 quid that I would have put in as well. So I think I'm going to put £3 into those pesky long months and £1 for Tiny Tuesdays. And let me just bring Stitch down because that's where that's going. So Mr. Leela made this for me on the 3D printer. It is humongous. I mean, look, there's my hand and there's Stitch. He's massive. He's also got quite a sharp, pointy bits. So £3 gone in there. We'll stick him up on his shelf again, and we need the bronze pen. I am terribly sorry, Nikki, my colouring on here has been absolutely atrocious, but it's going to continue to be absolutely atrocious. I decided that I would make these £3 each. Obviously you can say your denominations. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I don't know whether to put in emergency fund and give that a boost, or put it in my 1 week ahead, which would make more sense for what it is, and give that a bit of an extra boost. But I also feel like if I put it in my 1 week ahead, it's not gonna touch the sides. So if that's £105, I mean, it'll get me there quicker than I would have been, but it's not going to cause, like, it would do 2 letters on rent. That would be 68. Let's have a look. So, 100, oh no, 105 minus 68 would be 37, so minus 21. Oh, so actually it would do all three. 105, God, 105 minus 34 minus 34 minus 34. So yeah, it would complete the rent one, and then if I topped up with 125, I could do another groceries one. So I suppose it would look a bit more on the completed side, and then obviously I've got what's in Tiny Tuesdays to keep going with it. So I might well do that with it, to be fair. Which would also be nice for those weeks like last week where I just have not managed to get to the bank. To be able to do my cash stuffing, although that's for bills and rent and stuff, which you don't see those monies coming out because they come out obviously digitally. I'm going to go and try and warm up downstairs with the kiddos. What did everybody think of my humongous dice? I saw it and I couldn't leave it in the shop. It had to be done. You're definitely not going to miss the numbers on this, are you? On my Tiny Tuesdays. So I'm going to go and work out what monies I still need to put in from last week and what I don't. Redo my goals and aspirations for 2025. Yuck. And then I will show you it on a video. it might be a completely separate video just so we can talk through the goals and things like that. And then, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do a separate video for that, and then we'll do Tiny Tuesdays. I don't know when the goals and aspirations video will go up. I don't know when I can film it. And then, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, and then we'll do Tiny Tuesdays. On the goals and aspirations video, I will bring up the happy mail that I got from winning Donna Powered by Creativity's international win. I have printed them off and got them sorted. I don't actually know what I did to my hand there, by the way. That was a cheese grater incident. I told you guys about that because that was awful. But I don't know how I did that. I don't even know what it is, and it's not going away. Oh, and La lost my ring. It was loose anyway, and she was playing with it. We were out shopping, and the next thing I know, it had gone. I could have cried. That was my ring for her. This is my ring for Lee, because Lee's obviously a cardiac child. This is my ring for La, because she's my rainbow baby. And this is a lot thinner than my other one. But que sera, sera, she lost it. It was her ring. So I bought another one. It's just a cheapie. What can you do, kids, eh? Anyway, enough waffle from me. I need to go sort out some social media account for something else, and I need to wipe off a whole stack of completed challenges from this year. Oh my goodness, it's there. Right, hold on. Look, there's all of these that I need to clean off. Yeah, so I'm going to go and spend a little bit of time wiping all of these. I did complete Dinkley Dumplings. I didn't bother colouring it in. What's the point? I'm going to be starting it again soon. There's 6 quid in there to start with. Yeah, so I mean, there's some beautiful challenges in here. The anniversary one, I'm going to clean off, and like I say, I'll use it after I've done the Valentine's one from Jules. I need to clean off the Gosh one and get that started again. Not right away, maybe the first week in December. And I'm currently doing another challenge, which is a scratch off, which is Grinchy Advent Savings, which I've started. Yeah, so that's kind of everything. I just feel like I'm waffling and waffling and waffling. I am going to be looking at starting to get a few pounds off before Christmas. Next Wednesday I'm going out for dinner with some people I used to work with, so it might, I mean, I can be good up until like, and to be fair, and including, because I don't really drink, so I have to drive anyway, and I've got the kids still. But it'll be nice to go out and see some people, and we're going to like a Mediterranean restaurant, so that should be fine. I'm going to put in pounds for pounds. Don't quite know where I'm going to get it from yet, but we'll work it out. We'll make it stretch. So I will update you on this some point next week. I'm trying to be good from today. It's really hard though, because it's cold and I just want to like eat. And obviously, I don't know about anybody else, but I am an emotional eater. I'm also a weight loss consultant, which is, you know, but I've got a few pounds that I want to, or a few stone that I want to shift. Let's do a confession video. I've got 3 stone left that I would like to lose for the moment. And yeah, I know how to do it. I know I can do it, but it's that mindset, isn't it? Like, we don't talk enough about it, but it's a bit like the budgeting mindset. You know, you have to be disciplined. You have to, especially if you're, you know, dependent on what plans you're following, things like that. I know once I'm in the right mindset, nothing's going to knock me off. However, getting to that right mindset, that's a bit trickier, you know. At the moment, I want to eat, I'm cold, I want to eat stodge. So, yeah, let's fight that battle. We will fight that battle. I will use my channel to not only hold me accountable for my budget, but to also hold me accountable for my weight loss savings challenge. And we will go from there. Anyway, I have talked enough, far too much. I will see you all again Definitely Tuesday. Might be before you, never know, you lucky devils. Let me go and crack on with those goals and things, because like I say, I had actually done them all for this year. And then things have changed and I kind of need to change bits with them. Right, what can I use to cover? Let's use space. So, yeah. Okay, so that covers it enough. This was my goals or goals and aspirations for 2025. Like I say, there is something massive that has changed. These were my goals from 2024. So stage 1 of the garden renovation has been completed. I have now got the ramp. I have got the money for the crocodile farm, although I'm going to start saving for Lee to have a pass because she's now older and yeah, I'm just not going to play that game. Lapland UK we've decided to put off until the children are a bit older, but I might well start trying to put some pennies aside for it. Home improvements, that was always long term anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Holidays, chalets, Disneyland, all that stuff. There's just a lot of changes and yeah, I kind of need to now work out what I need to change on here. I have got a nice book to put it in now instead of my little scatty like cut and paste job that's going on. But I am quite a visual person and I do like to see these things up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stick this to my wall, but you know, it's nice to have it kind of in eyesight to just a bit of extra motivation. So yeah, we've done phase 1. Like I said, like I've kind of had to break the garden down in phases because this other thing that's happened is going to be big and might potentially detract a bit from this. So I'm hoping that I can get phase 2 done this year, and then stage 3 will be a kind of an ongoing thing, you know, like adding different plants and herbs and edible plants you know, as well as like ones that are fragrant, and then maybe putting some outdoor activities that are also sensory, colours, things like that. I've got an idea in my head of how I want it to look, but we shall see. But I definitely need phase 2 doing. I can't do phase 3 without it. Definitely need to stay phase 2 doing. So yeah, again, I put the home bits on there that I think that's just going to be recurring year on year until this is completed. So I've got the goal that I'm working on now that I need to work alongside at least this bit. I know that phase 2 is going to cost me around £3,000 for what we need to do, which is fine, but there is another big-ish expense that I will go into that's going to be in the thousands potentially as well. About 4,000, but I think I'm going to be doing it with I am going to be doing it with Mr. Leelar. So, you know, it's going to take me a while. It's all going to take me a while. But I think having a visual, really trying to, I know that because this month I didn't get to the bank on time, like in terms of drawing my cash out for my cash stuffing, because of Lee's Great Ormond Street appointments and the stress levels around that, because we're getting near Christmas, you know, I know that I've got sloppy with my budget, and unbudgeted spends and things. I know that I need to rein that back in, and that's not a problem. I know I can do it. I am debt free, so you know, ultimately I'm not causing myself much damage. I might make things a little bit tight some months, but I'm not causing myself any damage by doing that. However, I need that discipline. I need to be back more, reining it in. But obviously that's my last pay now before Christmas. Well, it's not. I will get paid in December. But in terms of gifts and things, I've pretty much bought everybody everything that I needed to or wanted to. So yeah, I think that's all done. I don't need to worry about Christmas now. I've got Christmas savings started for 2025 through the park stuff. I will be starting with next month's pay. Cash stuffing again for Christmas 2025, yeah. God, I forgot what year we were in. And then that will just be an ongoing. I don't stop cash stuffing for Christmas, basically. Like my £10 every week generally just keeps going in. Apart from obviously this week I decided to not do that because I spent on my card so effectively. I have, but I haven't. So yeah, like it's going to be interesting. It's certainly going to be an interesting year, couple of years. But that is all I can tell you for the time being. Oh, I have also started a 52 envelope challenge. I was doing this a bit last year. I did have to cut the losses on it and just take it all out. But I have done 52, 51, 50, 49, 48. So I'm trying to knock off the bigger numbers as soon as I can so that it, you know, it's easier on next year's budget. But we'll get there. We will get there. I have not been funding that from challenges. So the money from the challenges that I have completed so far have been going, oh goodness me. The money that I have been doing from challenges has not been funding that. It's been going straight into other things because it would be going for this and potentially this other thing. Well, now this other thing first and then that. Pretend you didn't see my children just then. That's absolutely fine. To be fair, I'm not keeping them hidden for anything other than their own anonymity. I think that I don't post them very often on social media, on my own personal social media, just because we're living in an age now where, you know, future employers and things, and they can't say they don't because we all know they do. I worked in recruitment and we used to fish. I worked in recruitment for part of my career. And, you know, I think it should be their choice when they choose to go out. Lee has modelled a little bit for a specific charity and for specific photographers, and that's fine. And La has modelled with her, so but yeah, it's just trying to keep them a little bit with their anonymity. Yeah, I just think, you know, I don't want to put too much out there that could influence their futures in terms of, you know, people like raiding for jobs or career progressions and things like that. I mean, obviously Lee is slightly different because, you know, who knows what job she might have in the future. There's a lady in Spain who has she's been qualified about a year or so now, I think. She passed the bar in Spain and she is now a lawyer with Down syndrome. There is a lady in America who's quite well known. She has a doctorate. She not a medical doctorate, but you know, she lectures and things like that. So, you know, I'm never ever going to hold her back, but I also don't want anything that I'm doing now to have any effect on either of my girls. Anyway, this time I have waffled on for far too long. I will catch you soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.